Alright, so the rant video, I'm just going to rant about shit that pissed me off on update day. You might relate, you might not, just depending on what situation you were in on the day. You might have not even played the first few hours. You might have played this next day. I don't know. But this is just me, giving positive criticism to Scopely. So, first of all, I just want to announce, I think they claimed it was 6 months of development, plus, I don't know however long beta was up for. But for it being 6 months, I'm just gonna say 6 months. I feeling I heard that number somewhere. The amount of fucking bugs that were still left in this game, plus with beta, where you got feedback, people were crashing from games, being locked out of live regions and whatnot. Fucking unbelievable. We all knew there was gonna be bugs, right? Nobody thought it was gonna be perfect, and we can't expect it to be perfect, with such a big update like this. There's bound to be a few little bugs here and there, but these weren't a few little bugs. These weren't like little bugs that hinder the game experience a little bit. These were ones that just shat on everyone's experience. So first of all, my most favorite one of that night was error. Just random error codes. I probably seen about 5-6 different error codes I didn't even know of. It was like I was fucking doing a PowerPoint presentation, you know what I'm saying? I would click a button for, I don't know, let's say I'm doing fucking world map, right? Error code. Click the button, they do another attack, click the button again, they do another attack. It was like I was watching a fucking PowerPoint presentation. It was fucking dreadful. I'm not being funny, but the serviceability for, I'm assuming they knew it was going to be a big update. Lots of people will be playing. Horrible stability. Fucking horrible. To the point where the game fucking actually died. It actually died. Nobody could get on or off the game for 2 hours, I believe. Maybe an hour and a half. I don't know. Depending on how lucky you were, it could be an hour to 2, maybe 3 hours you were locked out of the game. Just because, the stability of the servers were absolutely wank. Next of all, obviously I've said about the lockdown of the game, so massive update. Oh yes, boys, let's get into conquest. Can't wait to read the story of some shit, right? And then locked out of the game. 3 hours. How do you think their hype's gonna be after 3 hours of being locked out of the game? On top of that, how excited do you think the player's gonna be when there's loads of errors out the asshole just popping up on the screen? Their player experience is gonna go to the shit. Now I will say, it is a very nice update now that it's, playable. But for it to be released like that is just fucking appalling. You should have taken another day or two, maybe a week, just to just get all that shit out of the way. And then when it does release, you get a really nice fucking product, right? But no, it was just bugged to shit. Now, my personal favourite, I would say, is keys. Now, here's where I've got a big problem with this. So, obviously, if you don't know, sometimes when you would go through the world map, you wouldn't get keys at the end of it. Now, some people were fortunate and it didn't affect them, but some people it did affect, right? So, here's my problem. I have loads of world energy. It doesn't affect me going back 5 stages. Yes, it takes a bit of time. Yes, it pisses me off. But overall, it doesn't really worry me, right? But if you are not like me and don't have a lot of world energy cans, then it's going to be a bit of a fucking annoyance to you. Let's say you just had enough world energy to get through every single stage in the map, right? Just had enough. You got 3-4 cans spare, and you didn't get your keys. You would have to go back through 24 stages to get your keys. Now, because you haven't got the world energy, that's going to take you days to do that, right? Just waiting on natural energy and whatnot. So I definitely do think people should have been reimbursed on the cans they had to use to redo the stages to get the keys. Now I know they've been doing fixes for that and whatnot, but it's bad. It's really bad. You're literally robbing resources off people. Also, taken away from the player experience again. Pools, I was pretty fortunate. I had 96 pools on the updated 5-star wheel. 4 of them crashed, so at least I had 50%. I could look at what I got. But for the people who only had one, 10, 20 pools, and it crashes on them, all their hard work gaining those tokens just goes to shit. they may have worked really hard for that. They may be in a low faction, they might be in a high faction, but regardless, it took them probably a good amount of time, and they do value those tokens. And for the the most exciting thing with any update is doing the new wheels, right? Oh, what new shit can I get? It's everyone's most exciting thing. It's what they look most forward to. What can I pull from this wheel? And for that just to be like crash, and then you have to look through your roster to see what you got, it just ruins the experience. Like, everyone gets most excited about the pulls, and then boop, gone. So it's just horrible. And also, if we had all these inconveniences for the first few hours of the update, I'm gonna say 12 hours. It just fucking ruins people's excitement and hype for the game, and I do think that Scopely are aware of that, and I don't completely blame them for all of it, because we knew there was gonna be bugs, but I don't think enough preparation was taken. Maybe they didn't do many stress tests on servers. Maybe there's just a few bugs that they didn't even know of. But I'm sure Beta was reporting plenty of bugs, and I'm sure they could have done way more testing when it comes to just playing the update before it goes live. I don't know if they rushed the update or not to come out of it earlier, but there's just way too much shit that was, unpolished. And also, I don't really expect compensation, but as a nice gesture for all the shit we went through in the first 12 hours, like, maybe, like, a few tokens here and there, just say, oh, sorry for the launch, we know it wasn't, polished as well as we could have, we know a few people had negative experiences, here's, everyone can get X amount of tokens for free, as, a welcome to the conquest update, and a little apology from the RTS team. It would go a long way. It would make people a lot more appreciative, and a lot more, willing to look past the little things. But with no real, yeah, guys, deal with it sort of thing, and no no apology in item form, like where most people be like, oh yeah, it's fine now. Few pulls, but I don't know. It just seems a little bit. Like I said, I'm not expecting any compensation, but it would go a long way. As sorry. Also, one other thing, they did release the Battle Pass. Bit weirded out on that. Don't get me wrong, the Battle Pass. I will go over a video in that just separately. But there's no actual Battle Pass mission rewards. Obviously, you got your level up, your mod level up, your armory craft one, but you've actually got no weekly ones. So don't know if we're getting that when the Battle Pass, like the Magna Jackie and whatnot, expire, but it's pretty fucking weird. Don't know if that's intended or not. Also, and I quickly just get out of this real quick. So, Scopely, with every update, I would say the start is the most fair, if you will. Everyone's on the same playing field. But I understand there's paying for a head start and whatnot, but you can literally, so if you were to get a couple of these or whatnot, just sound of shit, you can literally just pay for the characters straight up, essentially. Now I do know Dexter is pretty accessible, Yumiko is pretty accessible. Not sure about Glenn. Andrew is a bit of a really hard one to get, but literally you can just pay straight up for these fucking tunes straight away, and it's literally not even like a day or two in, and we're already getting offers out the asshole. Like, look, there's fucking loads of offers here. For it's mainly these ones I'm pissy about. Now, obviously, I'm pretty sure you can get some of these tunes just naturally, but literally you are just paying. You can pay for a fucking fat head start on people, and at the start, is the most important bit. But that's just me bitching. I'm sure people can get their hands on the Andrea, the Glenn, maybe a Glenn as well. I don't know. But yeah, way too much shit could be purchased at start, I think. But I don't blame them. It is a business at the end of the day, and yeah, it is Scopely. What are we to expect? But I was supposed to at the end of the video because my rant's pretty much over. I just got everything out that pissed me off. I'm sure it pissed a lot of you off as well. But here's my little thing for Scopely. If they look at this, please do not fuck with the promos. Do not fuck up the promos. Like, obviously, we know promos are gonna come out. It ain't a fucking secret, right? But here's what I've got to say. Please, if and how you release them matters so much. Like, don't just throw it in the wheel. Don't just throw it in the wheel. It's going to be exact repeat of the fucking S-Class era where you can just buy your way to everything. I don't know. Just please fucking think of a smart way to implement these mythic tunes where you can't just straight up buy them. Because if you're straight up buying them, you know, it's going to be the same thing again. Free to play are going to get chucked behind, and with the update just so fresh, they're just going to say, fuck it, I'm out early. But with that said, I will have another video out tomorrow, most likely. Maybe on the Battle Pass, maybe on the world map, we'll see. And yeah, how are you doing on your pools? Are you liking the update? Did any of this shit in the video pee you off when the game started? And yeah, peace out, boys, and hope you enjoy the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Discord link in the description, and yeah, peace out.